Oh my God. I'm currently walking the park. I have no life. My life is a life. Your life is a life. Ramblings of an old fart. Today I'm walking this Northgate Park in all its luster and beauty. As I walk through these woods, I can't help but feel a certain dread of the oncoming summertime when the mosquitoes will be coming out and they will be raining havoc on all the tourists and all the people. And that's the brutal reality of life. We are used to the comforts of AC and being able to order from Walmart.com. But what would happen if you lived in these woods? Probably not much. You would probably be sitting in these woods, digging through a dumpster like a little trash can like this, scrounging for food. That would be life, living in the woods. The way society is going, you have more and more people living in the woods these days. It reminds me of the old thing of finders keepers, losers weepers. When you're raised as a kid and say you lose your bike and somebody finds it, they would say finders keepers, losers weepers. Ha, screw you. And that's kind of the way society is. But when they teach you at an early age to not talk back, sit up straight, don't fart at the kitchen table. So depending on how you were raised, it's a pretty good indicator of how your life's going to be when you get older. If you're always told what to do, chances are you're going to be looking for somebody to tell you what to do the rest of your life. If you weren't told what to do, and you become a narcissistic idiot running a freaking Walmart or something, then I guess you could tell other people what to do, because there's plenty of them out there. All you have to do is say, what do you want me done next? And as I get older, I realize nobody tells me what to do anymore. I go where I want, do what I want. But then at the same time, as you get older, society understands this too. As you get older, there's certain limitations you have. Like you can't go running a marathon without hurting. Or sometimes you can't figure out what somebody's trying to tell you what to do, because your brain's kind of turned to mush from all the years of doing what people told you what to do. So you get to a point where you sit like this. And you watch the world go by. Sometimes I like to sit here and watch all the cars go by. Visualize where are they going, why are they going where they're going. But for the most part, I've been walking this trail here for the better part of 10 years. along with going fishing a lot. Go fishing all the time. And watching the cars go back and forth. If I look down that way, there's a skate park down there. You can go skate. I've skated there a few times. But this here behind me is a park. I've been coming to this park for quite a while. Walking back and forth, watching the cars go by. And who knows where they're going? I have no idea. And here comes an airplane. Where the hell's the airplane going? I have no idea. But in the old days, I would think people used to sit there like this and either try to find food. You sit on your haunches like this, trying to find food, looking for food. Constantly looking for food or shelter. You might not have any money. Might not have a place to live. So you come out here and look for food. But looking for food in a place like this would be all nearly impossible. Unless you're to attack somebody's dog and have them for lunch. So, this is what I do most days. Before, back in the day, I was always working on electrical jobs, and now I kind of sit around and really do not a whole lot of nothing. I was thinking about maybe holding the sign. Since I'm a Marine Corps veteran, I was stationed at Camp Lejeune during the water contamination. I was thinking about grabbing a piece of cardboard and holding the sign and sitting on the road. See if maybe somebody will give me some money or something. I mean, it's possible. But the way I'm dressed right now is probably a little too clean to score any money. I have to really dirty myself up. And probably look like I'm living in the bushes. Yeah, just climbing out of the bushes, and somebody probably maybe give me some money or something. But as far as panhandling goes these days, I don't think it's that lucrative. One of the main reasons I think that panhandling has kind of gone down the toilet is because we all live in this weird digital era. So everything is kind of digital. So like, take for example me, I'm retired. So when you get old and retired, you have to understand how the digital currency works. Whereas you get retired and everything comes on a card, or it comes on some kind of, you get your money on a card every month. A lot of people kind of living that way now, who aren't even on any kind of like, they aren't veterans or nothing like that. But probably a lot of people that are living kind of, month to month on some kind of government pension or government assistance. Years ago, it was the same thing, and depending on your situation, it was the same thing. You go to like a homeless shelter and hang out at the homeless shelter, and you can actually get some, you can make money, hanging around there selling cigarettes. Those are usually like the churches or something like that. You could just kind of hang out and either get food from the church or something like that. But seeing me, I don't need any extra food. So I spend my time out here walking around, sitting here like a Buddha, like a Buddhist. Just call me Buddha. Buddha of the park. So anyway, another thing I was thinking about is this whole, society of isolation. Whereas, like I said, a lot of people don't really have a lot to do. You see somebody driving around, but yet they're not doing a damn thing but driving around. It's another thing I noticed about life as I got older. If you have a place to go and you're driving around, that's fine. When I worked as an electrician, I had somewhere I had to go, so I'd drive there and I'd get there. And then we'd be doing some weird-ass work all day. But the amount of people that have the gas and the money to just seem to drive around, it's kind of a trip to me. And I just drive around my old Chevy Tracker. I had the Chevy Tracker for almost 20 years. I still drive it. Right now I'm sitting here on a bench discussing my views of the world and analyzing this big fucking huge tree. It's a big ass tree. I was a kid, I used to go on a tree, I'd see a tree like that and I'd jump on that tree and I'd try to climb it. Or something like this, something small when you're a kid. Something small like this little tree right here is like everything in the world. You would think that thing's the best thing in the world. Getting on that tree and climbing up to maybe the second branch. When you're a kid, you think that's amazing. And that's what we lose as we get older, is that it's kind of like a wanderlust for life. Those things that used to make you excited when you were a kid, like looking at a tree, climbing this tree. Look at these beautiful branches and just, your parents would take you to the park and be like, oh, wow, this is so cool. But as we get older, those things change. And I think in a way it's kind of sad because it still exists, It's all in your head. All the excitement they used to have, it's still inside of you, but we lose it from work and chasing things, chasing our dreams. Like these cars going away, you never know who's in those cars, chasing their dreams, chasing the life. And believe me, I chased it for many years. I chased it as a Marine. I chased it as a Navy guy. I chased it as an electrician. And I got the dream, the houses, everything. But now as I get to be almost 62 years old, I realize a lot of this stuff is just what it is, stuff. A lot of it's not that important. And another thing I realize is that you aren't that important when you get older. So you better be lucky if you got somebody on your side. You can only lift weights and puff out your chest so long to make this world work for you. After a while, it doesn't work. That's when you got to use your head. The ramblings of an old man. Get another good news here coming up is the fishing's going to be pretty good. Probably in another 2 weeks. Probably start being able to catch some fish. Don't know where the fish are, but we're probably going to be going to the local lake out here. Maybe try to catch some catfish or something. Not really sure yet. I'll have to load up the old tracker and head out there and see what we can catch. It's starting to become the beginning of the fishing season, but I guess we'll see what happens. Thanks for watching my video. Ramblings of an old man. Reflections of an old man's life as I watch all these cars go by. But fishing is going to be picking up. Kind of looking forward to going fishing again. Godspeed.